Hi everyone, I'm Sarah.
I'm William.
And together we are Straight Talk with Sarah and William. So today we're going to make a little project here in our backyard. So William, what are we making?
We're going to make spruce tip pots for the holidays.
So this planter we're going to set out in front of the house. So let's go over the tools you'll need. First you'll need a hand pruner. Next, a pair of loppers. And then finally, this is an optional tool, but a handsaw will come in handy. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with our spruce tips. So here's the spruce tip here, and what we're going to want to do is we're going to trim off the bottom branches. So we'll have William do that.
My luck, I'll do too many.
So we're just going to kind of take the first row of branches off the bottom here. And also save these little bits here because they make for excellent filler in the pots.
So you take the bottom row off.
Set that aside.
Like this.
Okay. Then you're going to want to grab your loppers.
I got too many. I only got 2 hands. I got to grow that third one up here. There's your loppers.
So then we're going to cut off the bottom and give it a fresh cut, just like you would do with a Christmas tree.
Now, Sarah, would you cut this far up or just a little bit off the bottom?
I would cut it farther up, like
so right about here?
about 1.5 to 2 inches off. Yep. And there we go. So you're going to want to do that with all your spruce tips. So William's going to go do that, work on those, and then I am going to tell you what other goodies we have to put in the pots. Okay, on our garbage cans, as a holder, we have some other evergreen parts for it. So we have some yew branches. We also have some arborvitae. Have some juniper here. Not 100% sure I'm going to use this, but this is from a burning bush, and these really cute little red berries look really nice. We also have some birch poles, some red twig dogwood, and some hydrangea flowers here. So while William continues to trim up the spruce tips, let's get this pot started. So a very important thing is you want to decide how people are going to view your pot. Are you going to be looking at it from all the way around? Are you putting it kind of in corners so you're only seeing a section? Or kind of what are you doing? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to have this up on the front step. So really it's only going to be seen from the front. So we're going to start out with our tallest branch here. And we're going to stick that towards the back of the pot. So I picked up 2 different sizes of spruce tips. I have the 4 to 5 foot ones and then the 2 to 3 foot tall ones. So we got this one here in the back. Then we're going to start adding our shorter branches in around. So
well, that one came with a free accessory of pine cones on it.
I know. I kind of always look for those. So we're going to stick these ones in here. So far I have 1 tall, 3 shorter ones in here, and I do have 1 extra one, but I might save that for another small pot for the front stop. Grab some hydrangeas to those. So I'm going to have William trim, take a little, not a little, take a big kind of snip out of those.
How far up would you say? They're kind of long. Can't see me. Ah. You stay there?
Actually, I would take it down to right about there.
Right about here?
Yep.
And would you cut it at an angle or straight?
Either way.
We'll do an angle.
So I'm going to stick that kind of right in here. Why don't we grab a couple more, William?
Sure, not a problem. Would you like, let's get some color in it. I like this one with the purple in it. If you pick these early, sometimes you can get them with color now. And Sarah, it'd be better to ask the question, if you pick these with color early, will the color stay in them or will they drop out?
The color probably could stay, but you'd have to spray them with some type of spray to keep it. I'll probably cut that one a little bit taller, so down here. Try and trim off some of these leaves off of it. next I'm grabbing arborvitae here, and we're gonna use the pruners and trim it up some. So then I'm just gonna take the arborvitae and kind of stick it around down here more towards the bottom of the pot, so it kind of hangs over the edge of the pot. So William, if you want to keep on trimming up some more of the arborvitae.
Sure, not a problem.
So again, with any of the greenery that you are putting into your pots, I always want to make a fresh cut on them so they can soak up water.
Now you'll have to water these during the fall and
Until they're frozen.
Until they're frozen. And then once winter comes, of course, thaw and frost, thaw and freeze, thaw and freeze. I think the bottoms might, if they unthaw, they'll suck the water up that is from the snow. So you don't have to water it. You don't have to water it. But if you don't water it in the fall, it'll end up super, super dry, and if you touch it all, the needles will drop off. I would also keep it a little bit of distance from your house and or your garage, just because it's dry tinder.
Okay, so now I'm going to add in some of our used. I'm going to keep them a little more upright to give just a little bit of different texture. Next here I have our juniper, and it is covered in berries, so it is like one of my favorite greeneries to put into a spruce tip pot. So again, we'll grab a hold of our pruners here, and we're going to start trimming this up some. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of stick it right in front of the hydrangeas to give a little accent of a different color and get some more texture.
Side note on juniper bushes, the juniper berries are actually edible. You can make juniper tea with them. Little tidbit I learned from my father.
Oh, awesome.
Use those muscles, Sarah.
Putting all our greenery into our pot here, so it's time to add some accessories. So we're going to add in our red twig dogwood, our birch bark, and some of our burning bush branches here. So I'm going to put in 3 red twig dogwood branches. We'll get those placed around in there. So we have 3 branches in there. Next I'm going to grab one of my birch poles here. Stick that one over here in the back. And then we'll grab a second one. Put it down over here in front. And there's a creeper in my bush. And then we'll grab this burning bush twig here. And we'll get that set right in there. So here you have it. One spruce tip pot. And it really didn't take all that long to do. So just remember to trim off any ends on your evergreen greenery. Make sure you water it well. And keep on watering it until the pot freezes. So until next time, this is Sarah.
This is William.
And this was Straight Talk with Sarah and William. And a bonus pot here. using the leftovers from this pot and the 2 pots out by the garage, I made a little pot here with the extras. So don't toss those extras because there'll always be room for 1 more pot. And again, this is Sarah.
And William.
And this was Straight Talk with Sarah and William.